Testing, testing. We are live. Hello, everyone. I just want to do this quick live video to put out some urgent prayer requests. Well, I'm asking for some, and then I'd like to have your own in the comments below too. If there's anything that you would like this group here to pray for you, then let's add them to the list and let's get as much out of this thread as we can below. I'm not going to share all of the natural different things that I've been doing for now 35 straight days since I sort of got my diagnosis for testicular cancer, and have just been waiting for the doctors to give me their recommendations and everything. So I'm leaving that out of this video and future videos for specific reasons. You can probably guess. But if any of you want to know in detail what I've been doing, things I recommend that are completely natural without having to worry about any side effects of any kind, that kind of stuff, and a few extra things that I've also added to the list, then just send me a direct message and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. So as far as the urgent prayer requests and the updates, this coming Monday, February 24th, I'm scheduled and planning to start Monday through Friday of chemotherapy, which is going to be followed by, assuming that I continue it, 2 weeks off, and then 3 more cycles of that. So Monday through Friday chemo, week off, and then repeat for a total of 4 times. Now, for some of you that have been paying attention to the things I've been posting and talking about the last several years now, you might be like, well, what the heck? Why are you doing chemo? You've been talking about all these other things, and I thought you were all about the natural and everything. And so I wanted to explain this very briefly for those of you who are wondering that. And then also for those of you who are just thinking, oh yeah, of course you're doing chemo because you want to get rid of this cancer. Then I want to kind of bring you all into a better picture, understanding of how I got to this point. And without going into all the personal details that you really don't need to know about what's going on with me and why I'm at this point, the reason that I'm asking for your urgent prayer request is because it's not actually the cancer that, as funny as that is, that I want to jump right into chemo and give it a try for at least next week. It's actually because of the secondary issues, concerns, problems, which there's actually a couple that could be an issue if I don't sort of start knocking this thing out really quickly. And so as soon as I found out about it, like I just told you, I've been going 35 days straight of my own natural treatment sort of plan, things that I've put together from many doctors and people over the last 3-4 years. And then, of course, the last few months, even more things that I added onto the list. But that is why this is really urgent, because it's not been a fun or easy decision for me to make. And in fact, I'm still making it right now, every single day. And really, to be honest, I'm praying for a miracle every single day, that something will change, that God will heal me, make something obviously known that I don't need to do the chemo, because I really don't want to. And I'm not going to go into that any further, but some of you, many of you probably already get an idea of why I am talking about it in this way and sort of being generic at the same time. So I believe in the power of your prayers and the power of the most bold prayer, that we can pray for miracles and it could be gone today, tomorrow. Something could happen and I don't need to do it anymore. I really don't want to. I really believe and think that the better option is the natural things that I've been doing. And really, it's another side tangent, but I think because my diet and the things I've been doing have been like 180 compared to what I was doing 5-10 years ago. I think that's played a huge part into why, other than this stuff that's going on right now, I actually feel really good and healthy. It's just these couple things that are really making life unbearable. And so, like what I was saying before, if I just got this diagnosis and I didn't have the pain and the other secondary things that were going on, I would be totally comfortable with just giving it a few months, continue doing what I've been doing naturally, and give it time and basically see what God does. But here I am with my faith being tested because I have these urgent situations that I have to decide and move forward with the chemo or not. And as of this point, there's a process medically, everything, schedule wise. And so you got to sort of commit and you got to keep going on with the plan. So as of right now, until further notice, I've committed to do the chemo next week and maybe a scan the week after that. I really don't know. I haven't gotten that far yet, but I'm going forward just day after day, one day at a time. And it's been tough every day because I really am praying the bold prayer to just be healed and not have to put things in my body that's going to hurt my body in order to fix my body. It's just so counterintuitive, and I personally don't think it's counterintuitive in a good way either. It's just, that's the situation, that's the hand I've currently been dealt. But I trust and believe that God can do all things, and He is in control ultimately. So I'm putting my trust in Him, and I will be till the very last minute, every single day, whether I do one treatment or 10 or 20 or 40. No, I think 20 would be the limit, right? Yeah, 4 weeks times 5. So that's where I'm at right now. And I've tried to condense this down into as short of a story as I can because everybody comes in from different angles, and some of you have talked to me one-on-one, some you haven't. I'd much prefer to explain things one-on-one and would go into more detail, but it's just hard to kind of keep up with all the messages too. But I promise if you message me once or twice, for sure I'm going to get back to you. It just may take me a little time because really I do have a lot of time on my hands in general the next couple months. It's just things get kind of busy in weird ways, and then I also have lots of time where I'm just sitting there and I'm texting and writing you back and all that kind of stuff. So with all that being said, I'm not doing any of these messages and videos to make it about me or to build a following. Obviously, I haven't been able to make much music, so that's driving me crazy because that's really what I love to do and what I want to do. But the reason I'm doing these videos and the reason I decided to go more public with everything than I have in the past is because I want to share my faith and this testimony. And I do believe it's going to be a great finish when it's all said and done, even though I have no idea how things are really going to play out. To some extent, I really don't know how. Yeah, leave it at that. So with that being said, I just want to wrap it up by once again saying, if you have any prayer requests, anything at all, please put them in the comments of this post or any post, because there has been a really great turnout and support from so many of you that I really appreciate, but we can use that to your benefit too. And even though there's some huge changes happening in our country and the world right now, which I think a lot of the things are good, there's still a lot of people struggling, and even the transition itself is causing many of us to have doubts, worries, trying to figure out what direction to go in 2025 and beyond. And there's just a lot of stuff going on, as you all know very well. So please drop those prayer requests so I can pray for you. And then anybody else that's reading, you're all awesome. Your support, your prayers, keeping in touch with me in the posts. And we're in this online world, and it's a different kind of world, but that's why I know that consistency I learned online is very important, because we do build rapport with each other. And yes, we can build friendships and get to know each other, and we can support each other spiritually. Obviously, we don't need to be in the same room for that. And so thank you all very much. I will wrap it up there. And if nothing else, I'm sure I'll do some sort of new update next week. Maybe just text, maybe video. I have no idea. Assuming that I do the chemo, your guess is as good as mine, how I'll be feeling on day 1, day 2, day 3. Supposedly, they do pretty well handling the nausea and different sorts of things, maybe better than they did 5 or 10 years ago. I have nothing to compare to other than what I've been told. But please keep praying for the miracles. Number one, I do believe in miracles. I've seen them. I've prayed for miracles before and have seen them come to fruition. So, but just in general, any answers for you and I this year, let's pray for each other. And then on the other side, we're going to have things to thank God for what he's done and for answering those prayers. So thank you very much. Take care. God bless. Sorry if any of you are commenting and I didn't get back to you, but I just wanted to make this as quick as possible. So have a good day, a good week. I'll see you again soon.